A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Razorbacks offense will have the football first. K.J. Jackson. This is nothing but a good-on-good matchup. Big-time offense, elite defense. It ought to be fun. Tells to run, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the whole crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's first and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Quick catch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Jackson will throw. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Smith. Turning it on. He's at the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give is to Smith. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Under pressure. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On 1st down, it's Baxter again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll take it himself. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Big hit knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Quarterback signaling to his guys. After run, now throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball on the ground.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He had a head of steam working, but he'll be stopped just inches short of the score.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together, and you finally force the third down.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Jackson gonna throw it. Completes it in the middle.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think you will find a ton of quarterbacks that feel just like this guy does. 50-50 balls equals 70-30 balls for me. I'm going to throw it up, let my guy try to make a play. The defense won that battle, but those are battles that I choose to fight.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Third and 6 yards to go. This is a design run. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Second and long here. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. It's a slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Quarterback changing the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that is incomplete. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Still looking. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Got it back on second and goal. All over him immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab down the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Extending the play. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks will snap it on first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Touchdown, Arkansas! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
And he added the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Drops back on first down. Rushes on. Turns it upfield. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan State Spartans.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, coming out of the locker room, the Wildcats head coach told me he is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it with Baxter. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready. Move.
They'll run him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Can they catch him? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Right side, it's Baxter. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Just got rid of that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Got him on the RPO. Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. From deep, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Couldn't set his feet.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being done.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the Wildcats sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Oh, he's got some space. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming at him.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And there is a little more difficult to defend than pressure right up the middle, and the big nose tackle brings it there.
And he starts right on the football. A lot of time he gets double-teamed, right? Because he's right there, and you got the guards next to him, but the big fella just uses his power, overpowers the line, gets to the quarterback, and gets the sack.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
Nah, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy is explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays, and heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the guy.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Tells to run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Makes the grab in their space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Left side is Clapp. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Drives inside. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just They need to find something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
On the move. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. 2nd and long here. Hand off from the shotgun. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Burrowing for yardage. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Hill. Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Barnes. Breaks into the open, the 40. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Maybe a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And the quarterback takes a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You